Grabe to mga katinig ko. Mainit na usapan na naman to sa mundo ng politika. Sa gitna ng investigasyon, may nagsabi raw na kung mapatunayan na isang mataas na opisyal ang nagpondo o nagpasimula ng kontrobersyal na inisyatibo, baka raw hilingin na siya mismo ang bumaba sa pwesto. Pero kung hindi naman daw siya, dapat daw pagtuunan ng pansin ng isa pang personalidad na tila nasa gitna ng lahat ng ito. Sabi pa sa pagdinig, ito raw ang taong nagpapaliwanag sa publiko tungkol sa mga layunin, epekto at na benepisyo ng inisyatibong ito. Ang tanong na ngayon, posible ba talagang isang tao lang ang makapagpatakbo ng ganitong kalawak na pagkilos sa buong bansa? Paano raw nakakalap ng milyon-milyong lagda kung walang tulong o suporta mula sa iba? Ayon pa sa mga opisyal na binanggit sa hearing, may mga lumabas na impormasyon online tungkol sa propesyon at background ng taong ito, pero di pa malinaw kung siya nga ang mismong sangkot. May mga larawan pa raw na ipinakita, pero hindi matukoy kung kailang kuha. Kaya tuloy ang hamon ng ilan, magpakatotoo na lang daw lahat. Kung sino man ang nasa likod nito, dapat umamin at ipaliwanag kung paano naisagawa ang ganitong kalaking operasyon. Sa dulo, isang bagay lang ang malinaw. Lumalalim na naman ang usapin sa Senado at mukhang mas marami pa tayong malalaman sa mga susunod na araw.
If this congressional hearing ultimately found that the Speaker is the one who spearheaded this or funded this initiative, I will probably request him to step down. Pero kung hindi po siya naman, bakit hindi po natin kinonsentrate kay Anthony Abad? Siya po yung bida dito eh. Siya po ang pinakasentro nito. Siya ang nagsasabi dito na pinaliwanag niya sa tao. Nagsabi po ng mga tao, we fully understand the rationale of this proposition. We fully understand the consequences, the effects, and the advantages of this proposition. Gusto nating malaman, talaga bang ginawa niya? Single-handedly, although et al. Ito. But to undertake and to mobilize an undertaking nationwide, to be able to get at least 8 million votes. Kaya po ba ng isang tao? Why don't we begin with Anthony Abad? Who is he? Anthony Abad, based on the Google, Madam Chair, specializes in international trade law. He has been in legal practice for 17 years, and he is at present an independent advisor of the Philippine Senate.
May I know, Madam Chair?
Nasa Google po. At
kung sino,
nakalagay din po sa Google, he took his oath before the office of Senator Aquilino Pimentel. Nasa Google po. Kaya kailangan po nating makita lahat eh. Sa Google po yan.
I was also shown that picture, pero hindi ko ma-date eh. Mukhang bata pa kami nun eh. So must have been years ago. And if we are talking about that, if he is also that Anthony Abad named in the signature sheet, so we are assuming a lot of things. Pero right now, he's not a consultant of my office. But, so pasiputin natin itong Attorney Anthony A. Abad. So,
Triple A.
Yes.
Attorney Anthony A. Abad.
So, para malaman po natin. And if that person seen in the picture taking an oath before me, if he will admit that he is the one, then we're talking about the same person. But he's not a consultant of my office, so I don't think he's also a consultant of the Senate. Wala. So maybe that was siguro part of his biodata. Siguro once upon a time, baka nangyari yun. So, and then, since nandito na rin tayo sa topic na ito, the burden is all with Attorney Anthony A. Abad because no other lawyer can file that petition and claim that he or she is under that et al. Hindi po pwede yun. So it's only if the signatures are genuine and real and then freely given, it is only this attorney, Anthony A. Abad, whom they have authorized to file the petition. No person, no lawyer can claim to be et al. Kasi hindi siya pinangalanan. So that's my theory. Kaya I agree with Congressman Marcoleta. We really have to identify who is. Pero medyo common name kasi yan. There might be more than one. Anthony A. Abad, who happens also to be a lawyer. So
Yes,
we need to
Senator,
look for
but
this person.
We can start with him.
Yes,
This is an A4 sheet of paper.
that's right.
10 signatories per sheet. If Anthony Abad is out to get 8 million votes to satisfy the threshold of 8 million, this is the requisite of the People's Initiative, he will need 800,000 pieces of this A sheet. Nakita ko po yung nakakuha ko ng isang ream nito. This paper was imported from Indonesia. This is 70 GSM. I want to ask Anthony Abad, kinuwenta ko po kung magkano siguro about 1,500 something reams. 500,000 pesos, ito pala mong papel. Ipiprint mo ito, palagay mo na lang 2 piso. 800,000 seats, that 1.6 million plus 500, that's about 2 million. Saan niya kinuha ni Anthony Abad? Maybe we can ask questions directly from this guy. Hindi yung mga nakatakip ang mukha. They're so brave enough not to be able to expose their faces in the public. I'm sorry, Mr. Senate President, but I read your rules of evidence. If the substantive rights of people affected in this hearing, they should also be protected. How can we, for example, confront the accusers if they are all masked? Hindi po ganito. I am not defending the Speaker of the House of Representatives. I will repeat this. If this investigation will find out na siya po ang nagpondo, I will politely ask him to step down. Pero alimbawa po kung ito'y ginawa ni Anthony Abad out of exasperation, out of frustration, because I think for the longest time, the House of Representatives have been inviting the Senate to meet with us on a constituent assembly, and the Senate repeatedly refused us. This is on record, Madam Chair. Kahit kailan po hindi natin magagampanan, hindi natin magagamit yung isang modality to change the Constitution, which is the Constituent Assembly. Every time an invitation is issued to the Senate by the House, ang answer po, deadma. Deadma. So kailan po natin gagamitin ang Constituent Assembly? We cannot. It's impossible. Sa sinasabi ng Senate, well, ang dami pong Okay, bago kami makipag-meet sa inyo, you will have to agree that separate voting. Ganun po palagang nangyayari. Ito po ang nangyayari. Ako po matagal na sa Congress. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, Madam Chair, panahon pa po ni Speaker Belmonte, pinag-iisipan na natin to. Restrictive economic provisions, blah, 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 blah. But we never agree just to meet. Alam po ninyo, Madam Chair, ang pinag-uusapan, mag-meet lang po tayo. Tsaka na po natin pag-uusapan kung yung 3/4 is voting separately or not.
Madam Chair.
Pero
Yes,
wala
I
po
think,
tayo.
Tama observation ni Attorney Marcoleta, but that cannot be forced. If the Senate does not want to amend the Constitution through a Constituent Assembly, the House cannot force it. Ganun lang po yun, as simple as that. So therefore,
No one is forcing, Senator.
precisely. So, there should be no complaint kasi we are two autonomous bodies. Ayaw nung isa makimit sa Constituent Assembly.
The complaint arises from the fact that you do not want to meet with us. So
Madam
ang
Chair.
question, how can we make use of that particular
Yes,
modality? It is the first modality.
Yes, that means that the present composition of both houses cannot avail of that mode kasi ayaw nga nung isang house makimit. So, ano na po yan? That's a political question, gamitin sa issue sa election. Pero our problem with the PI is yun na nga. Therefore, we suspected some politicians to be behind the PI because ang tinutumbok ng People's Initiative is the procedure sa Constituent Assembly.
That's
And
right.
changing the natural meaning of that section,
That's
Madam
correct.
Chair. So that's
And with all due
yan yung
respect
flow,
to
yes.
Congressman Marcoleta, that's likely a subject of another hearing and another meeting, and perhaps a more confident and benign meeting of the minds at another time.
Madam Chair, if I
Right
may.
now, I can see all my colleagues jumping out of their seats to contradict us, but let's not hijack this hearing. Let us
Correct.
proceed with the
Can we now fix the identity of Attorney Anthony A. Abad? Can we show the picture to Mr. Oñate, Attorney Abisado, if we're really talking about the same person, at Attorney Garbin? So Attorney Abad of the Harvard Association yata, I think that's... Siya yung sinususpetsahan nating Attorney Anthony Abad, so we want a confirmation if he... Patingin nga muna... Screen, yes, okay. Sige. Can we put on screen? Para lang, tapos na, alam na natin. We now know who we are talking about.
Alam ba ninyo kung kailan ang balik? Any idea po, Attorney Garbin? Pido?
I was not apprised of his return in the country, but I was told that he's really out of the country. Yeah.
Is this the same fellow?
Yan na po. Yan na po, sir.
Are we talking about the same?
Yes,
talk-
yes, Your Honor.
Oo, si Tony Abad yan, yung dating USEC DTI.
I think you
Okay.
said that then.
Oo, sige. At least nagkakaliwanagan
Okay,
kasi.
now we know the identity. And I'd just like to make of record my position, my interpretation, Madam Chair, that per the signatories, if these are really real signatures and a real people's initiative, only Attorney Anthony A. Abad can file the petition on their behalf. Siya lang. Siya. Only this,
That
only
is not
this
true,
one.
Your Honor, because
That is my position. I want to
that
make
is
it
your
of record.
position
Okay,
from the
that's
very
on
start. We
record.
were all together campaigning nationwide for this noble intention to amend the Constitution.
Because there
So,
was
in fact, in Albay, I was the one who
Well,
spearheaded.
Madam Chair, can we make order on this hearing?
Yes,
Can we-
Attorney Garbin, you
Yeah. Let me
please
finish.
allow the minority leader
I'm
who
sorry,
has the
I'm also-
floor to complete his statement.
I'm chewing some Cheding's peanuts. Okay. I'll stop. Okay. The people, if this is a real people's initiative, made an effort to identify who can file the petition for them. They said Attorney Anthony A. Abad, et al. So the people identified one person. The et al., they made a mistake. Because they need to identify who can file the petition for them. Hence, their correct step was naming one person, and this is that person. So, only Attorney Anthony A. Abad can file that petition on behalf of the people. Should COMELEC ever, pero iba na po, may ruling naman ng COMELEC that the present law and the present resolution is insufficient to entertain a petition. But should we come to that stage, only this person can file that petition. That's my position, Madam Chair. So, opinion lang naman po yan. Apa.
Yes, thank you very much, Minority Leader. Hindi po yung et al., kundi yung mismong pangalan ng Attorney Abad ang sinasabi po ninyo. Yes, Attorney Garbin, you had something to add.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As to the Madam Chair, as to the position of the respected senator, I beg to differ, Madam Chair. Normally, the movement is composed of several sectors of our society. A national movement wherein not only Pirma, not only Attorney Abad, as mentioned by Congressman Marcoleta kanina, paano niya tatrabahuin ni Attorney Abad yung pag-disseminate at pag-distribute ng lahat ng forms to be signed by all registered voters kung nag-iisa lang siya. And therefore, dilagay na lang namin doon. When we start this movement, we start with Attorney Abad et al. At kasama ho si Noel Oñate doon, kasama ho si Justice Biloso,
Okay.
the former member, and kasama rin ho si Congressman Argel Cabatbat.
Okay.
Yeah, Madam Chair.
Maraming salamat. Yes, Senator Bato.
May I ask from Attorney Garben, is he confirming that since hindi kaya ni Attorney Abad na umikot sa buong Pilipinas, that is why he solicited the services of the Chief of Staff, the staff of the different congressmen all over the Philippines?
I cannot affirm your statement, Senator Bato, but when we enter each legislative district, there is some sort of tolerance from the members of Congress. I'm not saying that they did not directly participate in...
Senator Bato, kung papayagan ninyo, nalilito ako magpa-follow up lang ako kay Senator Coco. Ang nakasulat lang, Attorney Abad. Wala naman nakasulat doon, pirma. Wala naman nakasulat doon. Ang sinabi lang, et al. Malay namin kung sino si et al.
And that's why po, from the very start...
ng tao kung sino si et al. Papapirmahin ninyo, sino si et al.
From the very start ho, in fact, there's so many publications of which I was quoted that I am one of the petitioner in this People's Initiative. In fact, in Albay, when I was invited by the Mayor's League or the Liga ng mga Municipality of Albay, I confirmed there that not only did I advocating this movement, but I am also one of the petitioner in this People's Initiative. And that was all documented.
Madam Chair.
Okay, be that as it may. Yes. Yes, I think Senator Cheese is going to make the same comment we all are. Yes, Senator Cheese.
On the topic, Madam Chair, with the permission of Senator Pimentel, since we're on this resource person, Mr. Oñate, when did you meet Congressman Garbin?
Okay, sir. When did you meet now?
When did you meet Congressman Garbin?
I met Congressman Garbin about a month ago.
A month ago.
Yes.
So prior to a month ago, you never thought of PI? Because he was the one spearheading it, according to him.
No, we launched PIRMA in 1996.
No, this particular initiative.
We've been talking about it in some parties, in some gatherings.
Well, it's okay to talk about it, but in terms of initiating, you only met Congressman Garbin a month ago. You said.
Yeah, about a month ago, yes.
So I guess it was only a month ago that you also discussed this current initiative, because he's, based on his comments earlier, he's very active in this. So did he simply join you afterwards? You were already starting it, or a month ago after you met, that's when you
We
agreed?
started it January 2.
You started it January 2.
January 2,
So
yes.
prior to meeting Congressman Garbin a month ago, you were not doing anything yet?
We were, but it was talking about it, and I told them about my experience, that
So-
I launched it before and all that.
Sino po ang naghingi ng meeting nung nag-meet kayo? Siya po nanghingi ng meeting o kayo po nanghingi ng meeting?
No, this was several parties, several dinners, and some.
So you met
sometimes
socially?
I volunteered the information that I know something about People's Initiative because we tried it before.
And you volunteered that information because he said he was interested in pursuing it?
And then I said, we can try it again because it's been my advocacy for the past 28 years, and why not?
When was this party?
We can do it again. Because
When was this party, sir, and where was the place that you met and discussed that, and then you finally...
This was several parties, several...
Saan po?
Iba-ibang lugar eh. Ibang lugar.
Kasama po ba sa lugar na yon ang Kongreso o ang bahay ng Speaker?
Hindi naman. Pero you know, I know a
Hindi
lot
po.
of people in the political circles, in the social circles, in the business circles.
Hindi po yun ang tinatanong ko.
Senator Cheese, if you will allow, in the news article sa Phil
At dyan nagtatapos ang usapan natin ngayon. Kung may gusto kang idagdag o reaksyon, i-comment mo lang sa baba. Boses mo'y mahalaga. Huwag kalimutang i-like, share at subscribe para sama-sama nating palakasin ang tinig ng bayan. Hanggang sa susunod, tandaan, ang may alam, may laban!
Awesome!